Congrats. Congratulations, New York Giants. You get to join the ride. So I want to welcome you to the family, the Russell Wilson family. It's an extended family now. It includes me. It includes Urinating Tree. It includes former Seahawks fans, but you're in the inner Giants circle, or inner Russell Wilson circle, Giants fans. Let's ride to New Jersey. Okay. We got it. We got it. Russell Wilson is a Giant. Not a big surprise. Right? We thought maybe there was still a chance Aaron Rodgers would end up with the New York Giants. Feels like Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, really no matter what. It's felt like he's going to be a Steeler for a while now, which has left Russ hanging. I thought we wouldn't see Russ get a contract done, have a decision made until Aaron Rodgers signed. But since Aaron Rodgers is taking a fucking eternity to, make a decision, Russ and the Giants agreed to a 1-year deal worth up to $21 million, $10.5 million guaranteed. And in yesterday's video said Russ was being a little silly asking for 20 to 30 mil. And one of the very few things I got right just by guessing, I said he needs to be taking the Daniel Jones contract, which was like 14 million with up to 19 million with some incentives. So this is actually pretty damn close to that. Sometimes you get lucky. Yeah, we will need to find the perfect Russell Wilson, New York City, New Jersey City, Jersey Shore, Russell Wilson catchphrase. That's really important. And we will get there, Johnny. We will definitely get there. Appreciate you being in here, Johnny. Johnny and I were texting just a little bit ago about how we're glad Russ waited until today to make this decision, because we busted our ass to get the Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson video up yesterday. And if Russ did this shit yesterday, it would have made our video a lot less relevant. So Johnny helped me edit that one. Really appreciate it. This is important. JTWK, congratulations on pooping. That's big news. Big news. It'd be hilarious if no one signed Rodgers. Yeah, that would be hilarious. That would be very funny. I think the Steelers will sign Aaron Rodgers. I think there's a lot to kind of digest and break down from this. I mean, not really, but we'll pretend like there is. But I did do something I don't usually do. I wanted to show you guys how seriously I'm going to take, the next 15, 20 minutes we have here together to talk about Russell Wilson. So I went the extra mile. Okay, let's stop that guy. Let me show you. I made a little bullet point list to help guide us through this Russell Wilson situation. My 6 big Russ points. Okay, this is a Google Doc, so it's official. All right. First point, let's ride the subway. I think Russ will be doing that. I saw somebody say, let's a pizza pie. I think that's maybe if Russ and Tommy DeVito kind of, form a friendship, a relationship. Let's pizza pie is pretty good. Then we got faith, family, football. That's always a big thing with Russ. So that's another point. Russ is better than Jameis. I spelled Jameis wrong. It doesn't even correct me. But I do believe Russell Wilson's better than Jameis Winston. Okay, that's an upgrade for the Giants. Giants can now draft the best player available at 3. I think this leads into point. Oh, God, look at this. Look at that other typo. Giants taking BPA. That's a possibility. And maybe the Giants think that, By pick 3, the 2 quarterbacks they'd be interested in, Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, both gone. 0.5. Let's ride in a private car because Russ is scared of the subway. I believe that will happen. Giants think both quarterbacks will be gone at 3. There it is. And then 0.7. Oh, damn it. I couldn't even stick to the right numbers. God, I'm so stupid. Oh, I put in an extra point. Aaron Rodgers is a Steeler or retiring and joining the government as the new head of drugs in football. I think he could take a position in this current government and he could just be the head of drugs in football. And I would actually support that for Aaron Rodgers. So those are the big points. I'm sure you're all really happy you tuned in for that. Join me live on a Tuesday night to really get the insights that you can't get anywhere else. There we go. Giants country, let's derp. Now we're cooking. Giants fans, let's forget about it. Sup, bozo? I haven't heard somebody call a grown man bozo for a while. Respect it. Love your content. Sorry I can't sign up for Underdog in Washington State, but I love you anyway. Well, that's all right. This $10, that goes a long way. But if you do want to sign up at Underdog, do it with my code That's Good. Link is in the description. Underdog, that's where you can play daily fantasy. You can play in pick'em games. We're about 400 signups away from 6,000 total signups. And maybe you saw it in the videos this week, maybe not. But if we get to 6,000 signups, I get another massive bonus from Underdog. And Johnny Barks is in here. Will Keys helps write these videos. I'm sharing that bonus with those 2 guys so that, you guys are supporting somebody other than just me. But if we get there, big bonuses for the 2 guys that help make this shit possible. Diggs to New England. Yeah, that was the other big move, right? Stephon Diggs. The Patriots gave him a 3-year deal. We can get into that too. So he can take the subway to us. Ooh, ride the subway to the Danger Witch, Richard. Now we're thinking. Maybe if the Giants don't upgrade their offensive line, there's a good chance Russell Wilson could break Derek Carr's sack record. Very possible. Russ still takes way too many sacks. Nobody really knows why. Until you watch him play. Let's bite that apple. All right, so here's a couple things. I did like some tweets here to help us. That's just more news. I thought this was good. True Detective, Season 5. You got Russ and Jameis. So we got Russell Wilson, we got Jameis Winston, we got Tommy DeVito. That's an odd quarterback room, no matter how you look at it for the Giants. Now, when the Giants signed Jameis Winston, it didn't feel like they needed to sign a guy like Russ after that, right? You've got your veteran quarterback. You got Tommy DeVito, who's been there for a couple of years. He had his moment two seasons ago, and then it just feels like then you draft your rookie. If the rookie you don't think is ready to play, and I think that guy would be Shedeur Sanders if he's there at 3. If he's not ready to play, you roll with Jameis for a little bit, then you ease the rookie into the starting role. Now they got Russell Wilson, Jameis, Tommy. And you've got, I think, two schools of thought here. You've got Giants fans and people who want the Giants to be good, who are telling you on Twitter or wherever that this does not stop the Giants from drafting a quarterback at pick 3, which is what you would tell yourself if this is your quarterback room, right? So Giants fans want to believe that this team's not going to be out on a quarterback just because they signed Russell Wilson. And that's fair. That's fair. I think it gives the Giants flexibility. Maybe they're not sold on Shedeur Sanders as a prospect at 3. Maybe they trade out of 3 to somebody. If let's just say that the Browns don't draft Shedeur Sanders, and let's say the Giants aren't high on him, they could trade out of 3, add some more draft picks, and they could still take a quarterback in this draft class. We're working on a Jackson Dart video right now. I know also people pretty divided on him, but there's another guy like Quinn Ewers you could take later who you don't have to start right away. Maybe that's the Giants thinking. Maybe they like one of those other quarterbacks a little bit more, and they know they can get him later. So that's probably what Giants fans are telling themselves. There are other Giants fans who are saying this is a good move because now the Giants are in position to tank, and they can go and hopefully be in a spot to draft a guy like Arch Manning in 2026. You're going to win too many games with Russell Wilson. I'll tell you that. He's got a lot of flaws. He's not a perfect QB, but he's going to win you some football games. He's probably going to win you games you shouldn't win, and he's going to lose you games you should definitely win. I think Steelers fans might agree with me on that one. And then, of course, you've got people say, now the Giants are out. This move means they are not going to take a quarterback at 3. They will take best player available, and that could be Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter. One of those guys is going to fall to them. And Travis Hunter makes a lot of sense to the Giants. He had Deion Sanders earlier in the week or last week saying he hopes it's the Giants that draft Shedeur Sanders. He's also a big, Travis Hunter supporter. So maybe the Giants take a guy like Travis Hunter. It does make that pick number 3 for the Giants a little more interesting. Oh, there's the QB room. See, but maybe I think the Giants might have, I don't know, maybe they got a little too anxious and nervous, and that's why they signed Jameis before signing Russ. And I get Jameis Winston, he's more fun to watch. We all know that, but Russ he's a much better quarterback than Jameis. He's not going to turn the ball over at the rate Jameis did. And in our video, we said, Russ is a little too safe, which hamstrings him a little bit. That's a smaller flaw than Jameis Winston's flaw, which is having no caution with the football. Let's see here. Okay, I thought this was a good tweet by Ari as well, because looking back at things, the Giants' meaningless Week 17 win over the Colts with Drew Lock at QB cost them sole possession of the number 1 pick and has ultimately led them to an offseason with a QB room of Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. So they win a meaningless game, and they're out of the driver's seat. They're not just out of the driver's seat, but they go from 1 to 3, right? And right now, Cam Ward, if you're a Giants fan and you're thinking about the fact that you'd be in position to draft Cam Ward, I think you're feeling a lot better about the upcoming football season. So that was a solid observation. The money, though, it's like, right, it's 10 million over, it's 1 year at 10.5 guaranteed. You got 8 million to Jameis over 2 years. So what, like 14 to 20 in cap? I don't even know what the cap sitch is with Russ, but 10 or with Jameis, maybe it's even less than that. But you have flexibility. It's not a bad amount of money to be paying 2 of these guys to give you 2 options, even if the options aren't, the best. And then there was this little nugget here. Cleveland potentially open to trading back. So that could fuck up shit in the draft too, huh? The Browns trade out of that pick. Somebody's probably trading up for a quarterback. So there's a lot of unknowns still right now. The Patriots did sign Diggs, a 3-year deal, up to $69 million. They needed that. They had a shit ton of money. They could have given Diggs $100 million, and it wouldn't really matter because they have so much cap space. They needed Diggs in the receiver room. He's obviously recovering from his torn ACL. I don't know when he'll be, on the field and ready to go. But I like that move for New England. I like it a lot. There we go. MLB getting in on the action. Russ is on that Shaq path, that rainbow Shaq path. Was that NFL fashion advice? Look at that. Seahawks, 2 years in Denver, 1 in Pittsburgh, 1 in New York. Again, Russ probably should be starting to think about retirement, I liked this. The Giants should still sign Aaron Rodgers. Could you imagine having Aaron Rodgers, Jameis Winston, and Russell Wilson in the same quarterback room? I think that would be too good for all of us lovers of chaos, right? But in terms of just actual quarterback play, the Giants upgraded their quarterback room with this move. And at $10.5 million guaranteed, that's nothing. I think we can't truly judge this signing until we see what the Giants do in the draft, and really until the end of next season. I want to criticize it now. We want to judge it now, but this one is going to take some time. We saw Russ play some decent football with the Steelers. We saw him do the Russ things, but compared to what the Giants had, he's an upgrade. It is weird. He's replacing Drew Lock once again. Poor Drew Lock. Nobody's talking about Drew Lock, the real victim of the Russell Wilson carousel. The Steelers are cooked, which as a Bengals fan, I'm fine with. Giants country, let's gabagool. You know what? I think that's it. I think we just stick with let's gabagool. That way we keep Tommy DeVito included in the new Russ catchphrase. It makes everybody happy. Jersey Shore. Let's grind. Giants country. Hey, I'm walking here. That's my New York accent, by the way. I'm still trying to figure out how Asante Samuel Jr. is still available. Oh, yeah. There's going to be a handful of free agents that probably get signed in the next few weeks before the draft, right? And then there's going to be a handful of free agents who are still available and none of us know why. Asante Samuel, that's a good call, a good question. I don't know why he's still available. Chargers fans, can you tell us? I've heard he has tackling issues. I don't even know if that's true. I know what was his rookie season solid? Maybe he's just been bad after that. I don't know. Yeah, Jameis and Russ together. Those are two very odd gentlemen in the same locker room. Who was it? Oh yeah, Darius Butler. The Giants pregame prayers are going to be elite, and that's true because in the entire NFL right now, I don't know if there's two quarterbacks who pray harder than Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson. They might not even know what or who they're praying to at times, but nobody is out praying Jameis or Russ. That is a fact. Giants country, let's grow. And then add the Growers Blend. What's the Growers Blend? Your shoes were delivered. Oh, yeah, Jesse, I got the notification. Holy shit, those are the shoes? Oh, Jesse. My man. Okay, I will be checking that P.O. box, Jesse. Been a little crazy busy with some bullshit, but I will go get those checked out. Poor Giants fans, yeah. All right, this is a good, just, breakdown. Either Sanders going to the Giants know it. The Giants don't want Sanders even at 3. Yep. And this might not affect what they're thinking about the 3rd pick at all. That's actually probably the truth. That's probably the actual truth. They just needed some QBs. And Russ was still available. And $10.5 million for Russ is, I think, fair. Sorry, Jameis, it's time for the Giants to ride. Look at that. You already got your Giants Russell Wilson avatar updated. I respect that. Damn, Broncos versus Giants. Yeah, and the Broncos get to play the Giants next season. So we might finally get our Russell Wilson game. It won't be as sexy as if he, played as a Steeler last year. But Russ versus Bo Nix, I'm all for it. I'll be looking very much forward. I will be looking forward very much to that. I can't talk. Yeah. And the fact that Russ has now played for my team, Tree's team, and Five's team, that's a little crazy. But what are the chances of that? You think Russ can be a Cowboy or a Packer in 2026? We got to get the whole clickbait. All five of us. Maybe they could. I don't know if Rodgers wants to go to Cleveland. I think the issue becomes, what do you got to pay Rodgers, right? And this Russ deal being cheap, Might make what Rodgers takes, a little bit cheaper than we thought. But no, I think Rodgers he's a Steeler. I would like Von Miller back to the Broncos. It would be a cheap deal. I tweeted I want Von back, and everybody's like, well, you can't overpay. Of course you can't overpay. Maybe he'll take that hometown discount, and he would actually be a nice depth piece to a very solid edge group with Bonito, Jonathan Cooper, and the rookie Jonah Ellis going into season 2. You get Vaughn in there for third down as a third down specialist, as a locker room guy. I'll take Vaughn back. If only they gave Saquon up to $21 million a year. I know, AJ, right? Oh, the Giants don't know how to do business, do they? I do like Russ tweeting out MetLife Stadium. You got to be happy. Russ is always excited to play football. He'll never not be excited to play football. I'm seeing what we got. Any other football stuff here? Ooh, Russ is undefeated in MetLife? Oh, yeah. They won a fucking Super Bowl there, right? That's where they beat the Broncos. So, Russ, maybe this is a good home for him. Don't forget to subscribe here to That's Good Sports on YouTube. And if you can, like this stream, that helps. Signing up with my code at Underdog helps. Any of those things help. But don't forget to sub. We're trying to get to 725,000 subs by the NFL draft. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Kind of dangerous me just scrolling on Twitter, isn't it? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's go back here. Here. You never know what you're going to see there now. Never know what you're going to see. But, I'm sure 5 melted down today. I'm sure Giants fans don't love it. But bottom line, you got a better quarterback for a little while. Ooh, the Giants taking Genty at 3? That's fun. Yeah, I think if Genty's there at 6 for the Raiders, I feel like they take him. But the Giants, in a desperate effort to replace Saquon Barkley and rectify that mistake, that makes sense. But I think they have other needs that are possibly more important than Genty, at pick 3. Again, Travis Hunter would be amazing. Abdul Carter would be great. Maybe you take Will Campbell, get in, hopefully you hit on your offensive line. One of those. I hope you make your quota so you and Johnny Barks come to Philly. I would love to buy you both the cheesesteak, a real cheesesteak, not that tourist BS. Well, we got to get to 7,500 signups by the NFL draft. So this is a good thing to bring up. We get to 7,500 signups at Underdog with my code. By the draft, I said I'd buy a Cooper DeJean jersey, go to Philadelphia, recreate the Rocky montage, and then I upped it and said I would also do a 100-mile bike ride in a mummer's costume, to honor Jason Kelce. How far do you think Shedeur drops with this news now? Also, check out Kyle McCord. He's fantastic. Yeah, Kyle was on the edge of our quarterback video. I don't think Shedeur's going to fall that far. And I think there's still a chance the Giants take him. I think with Russ there, you just buy Shedeur time. But I mean, the thing that I was saying on GPS is that maybe he doesn't go to the Browns if Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders don't want to go to the Browns, and they made that clear. And then again, Sanders this week said, hopefully it's the Giants. Like, hopefully the Giants take him. So maybe there's some truth to them not wanting him to go to Cleveland. So if he doesn't go to Cleveland, if he doesn't go to the Giants, then who knows? I think somebody trades up to get him, probably. I don't think he gets past 20 at that point. Maybe the Steelers, if he's there at 21, would snag him. But I don't think he'd fall that far. What up, Perna? Still waiting for a decaf coffee. Oh, you mean over at Benchwarmer Shop, where we sell Fuck the Refs and the greatest coffee on earth? My coffee? I got to look into decaf. That's fair. Jess is actually drinking decaf right now. She's trying to lay off caffeine for a while. So maybe since my wife needs decaf, you guys will get decaf. The signing is dangerously good. Maybe not for the Giants, but definitely for the meme potential Winston, Wilson, and DeVito. Whoa, that is dangerous. Whoa, that is dangerous. I was trying to do Russ, and I kind of just did Keanu. Imagine if they had different gods that they... Oh, I wish. Ooh, could be as subtle a difference as like Catholic versus Christian, right? Do they pray to the same God? We need one to have a very different God, though. Who's God going to choose? Which God is stronger? Man, we'd learn so much if they prayed to different gods, Russ and Jameis. 5 minutes behind, but is Arch Manning any good to tank for? Haven't heard anything about him besides the name. The name alone means he's great. We're going to find out this season. I think he's going to be good. We need the Growers Blend to be a THC-infused drink for your people in Colorado. We'll take it. We've got a lot of THC-infused drinks here. Add the Growers Blend. Can't wait for the Broncos to draft Scatabo. His head coach was Bo's OC at both Auburn and Oregon. Ooh, Carl, that's a good note. We're working on a running backs video, so I didn't have that in there. Maybe I'll sneak it in. What's the knock on Scatabo? Is it just that he's possibly a little slow? Because he looks pretty good. He looks like a pretty damn good running back. Do you know what you're being for Halloween? No, Brent. I'm not thinking about October. Get out of here. Rodgers has a handshake deal with Pittsburgh and will be announced during Pat McAfee live show in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks? In 3 weeks? In 3 weeks or in a few weeks? Could be any of those, huh, Big Papa? Where's Ian Rappaport? Where's my search? Make sure we got everything. Did Ian give us anything? Nope, he just retweeted Russ. All right. Nothing too important. I think we covered it all. Hope those can help. Works towards your goal. Any guesses on the Saints' first round? Maybe Tyler Warren if he falls to him. I think that'd be pretty nice for the Saints. I got it now. Do a decaf with weed in it to put people to sleep. Ooh, decaf weed? Decaf weed coffee. Decaf weed coffee. I don't know how good that's gonna taste. Anyway, I'll collect my thoughts. Maybe I'll have a, more focused Russ video tomorrow. Appreciate you guys hopping in here tonight. If Tyler Warren's available, you take him. Juwan Jennings came back, but yeah, they could use Ty Warren. Definitely. Give Derek Carr a weapon. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Was breaking down Russell Wilson with me. Happy to watch Tree pass Russ off to 5 points. And yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I mean it. Tuesday night, jumping on here. A couple thousand of you watching this bullshit along with me. You guys fucking rock. Fucking rock. Bye.